this deck. We played something close to this before. Basically, the plan is get 5/6s into play off of either Company or Hidden Herbalists or Burning-Tree Emissary or Lotus Cobra 2. So we've got a lot of ways to get this 2-mana 5/6 into play. Just like kind of like Zoo Collected Company-ish type stuff. You can have some big like Burning-Tree into Myr turns. When do memes become good? Is that basically what happened to Hollowed One? Yeah, exactly. Narset Cannon is basically going to be the next Hollowed One. You heard it here first. Landfall aggro deck's fine. Just people stop wanting to see it played. People, that question happens a lot. Like, people are like, did X deck that you always used to play stop being good? And it's like, well, no. It's just that the person that wanted to see it played stopped donating to see it played, so it doesn't get played on the channel anymore. That's pretty good. So, I can do this. I think I'm gonna hang out because I wanna use this next turn to like use my Collected Company. I think can leave a Path to Exile this turn this way too in case they play a Hanger Backwalker or a Steel Overseer or a Ravager. Cannon went 3-2 for the first time ever. That deck, it was the best league run we've ever had. We had 2 turn 1 kills in 4 matches. What's going on, Delta? Nice, Danon. That is noted artifact streamer Jeff Hoagland playing Magic Online. I'm slumming it today with technology of years past. Yep, always up on YouTube. Always, always. So do I want 2 clues or do I want to collect a company this turn? I think I want to collect a company. You can find my artifact stuff here on my website, just like everything else. I was gonna grab Dryad Arbor. I'm just completely clueless, chat. Am I gonna announce the costume goal today? I am not. I need to find costumes that I like so I know how much they cost before I set a goal. All right, so this is just like easy 5/6. I guess I already have a Witness in my hand, so I'm gonna get a 2/2. Which has Revolt, which will make mana, which will allow me to cast this Eternal Witness and pick my Collected Company back up. Costume for the Invitational. Something Pirate or Elf related, or both. Why not Pirate Elf? You know, there's a lot of directions we can go. Tribal decks give you a lot of costume potential. This is a pretty good turn 3 for a Temple Garden deck. You're not wrong. I like how there's the qualifier for a Temple Garden deck on there. Because, like, as far as Modern is concerned, this isn't a particularly good turn 3, right? I have no idea. Why don't you ask Frank Karsten? I got my 5/6s. We're coming for you. Stumble, you die. I'm feeling twinging regret that I cut the second Stony Silence from my sideboard. This is not a Tireless Tracker matchup. Do I want to cut Renegade Rallier and put in Rest in Peace? I think I do. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. This hand's like fine. It's like a good hand for this deck, but I don't know that it's like a good modern hand necessarily. So I'm gonna have like Herbalist, Superion, Noble Hierarch next turn. Rid. Seems pretty decent. All right, 7 power on turn 2, go. I don't know how you're ever gonna beat my incredibly powerful start. Steel Overseer is scary, chat. We've got what? Collected, we've got 4 Knights and 4 Paths to draw and a Stony Silence to shut off the Steel Overseer. Play your X-Spell. Walking Ball is scurry. Please, an answer to Steel Overseer. Please, an answer to Steel Overseer. My mana creatures are very dead, chat. Yeah, Collecting Company can play Myr Superion. Was my APM on the mute hotkey enough there? I wasn't sure if I hit it in time. Perfect. Sure. Noble Hierarch, Knight of Autumn, sign me up. Man, we dropped off 150 people after changing from Narset Cannon. Just can't beat that hype. I don't know. If you eat candy every day, eventually you just wind up with a stomach ache. So I don't know that the stream Narset cannon every day is a good goal to have. We're in game 3 of the first match, Nick. How is the viewer count during Artifact? I had about 50% of my magic numbers for Artifact, which is really good for a game that I don't normally stream, because for context, when I stream non-magic games, usually I have 25% of my viewer count. I don't have any white cards in my deck, right? All right, so let's do that. And we'll put a bunch of power into play here. How was Artifact? It was good. It was better than I was expecting it to be. I had pretty low expectations, and I feel like it exceeded my expectations. But I've also only played for like 4 hours, so we're gonna stream more Artifact tonight and tomorrow night, and everything is live on my YouTube channel. There's my Artifact page on my website, and here is my schedule as always. Yep, Artifact will go up on YouTube, and Artifact is built into my schedule as well, so you can find all of that there. I'm going to be organized with that, just like I try to be organized with everything else. I think adding Aether Vial over... No, I don't think so, to Paris. So basically, that's something people do a lot with decks like this. While I agree Aether Vial would make this deck more explosive, it doesn't make this deck explosive enough that it can afford to not interact. Like, this deck's version of explosive is still incredibly slow compared to the rest of Modern. Artifact is 20 American dollars. No, I think getting Steel Overseer off the table is pretty important. Yeah, you can't... Well, you can draft an Artifact for free now. So they added the ability to do Phantom Drafts for free in Artifact. Can you put the link for your sideboard plan on Black Green Rock, please? You can go to my website and click on the link that says it's the sideboard guide. I don't have the link offhand. I'd just be going to my website for you and then linking it to you. Yes, 2 Dryad Arbors can cast Myr Superion. They are creatures making mana. Good night, my sweet prince. All right, so they're down to 5. We have 6 power in play. They have 3 cards in hand, though, so we kind of need to hit a live one at this point. I feel like what we have here probably isn't enough to win the game, especially if they have like a... Yeah, Hangerback Walker is really good. Yep. That's a good draw. I think I just want to kill the Hangerback Walker here. The Rune Raider is for the mid-range and the grindy matchups. The control decks. Control green-black. I don't know if it's good or not. It might just be worse. I want to try some Thought Erasure in the Pirates deck. So that way you have a way to take Niv away from the control decks. Yeah, in fact, I literally brought in 2 of my 3 copies of Rest in Peace. There are 2 copies of Rest in Peace in my deck right now. So they could make a bunch of Thopters here. They could sack a Citadel, sack Ravager to itself, put 4 counters on this Hangerback Walker, and have 4 1/1s. The problem now is I don't have good attacks, right? Like, I can attack with 3 of these things, but my opponent will go block, block, sack the Thopter to the Ravager, or sack a Darksteel Citadel to the Ravager, like, eat my creatures, take 2. So, like, trading 2 of my creatures for 2 points of damage is not a profitable exchange here. Yeah, I need to see how the ins and outs line up, Delta. I think I'd like to get 2 to 3 Erasure in there to try. I'll probably start with 3, just so I can draw them consistently. And then I need to figure out if I want, like, Erasure and Duress, or, like, just Erasure if that's too much discard. Looking to draw like a path or another knight. Now, I tried that card and I really wasn't happy with it, Detroit. I think you want a card like Rune Raider. You want a card that's a threat on its own, because like drawing too many March to the Drowns early when you don't have actual threats to pick them back up feels really bad. And the fact that Thief of Sanity is one of your better threats that you can't get back with another thing makes March to the Drown extra bad. Just dropping in to say that artifact content, while initially being hard to digest, is some of the most interesting gameplay I've seen in a long time. Awesome, Zach. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. I enjoyed the gameplay that I did last night. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people say from the closed beta that Artifact's constructed format isn't very good right now. So we'll see. We'll see if that proves to be the case after I play a bunch more of it. I plan to stream more of their constructed gauntlet tonight and tomorrow night and see how that goes. Viewer numbers were okay for it, and I think the YouTube videos were doing all right too this morning. And as someone who enjoys competitive stuff, I could potentially see myself doing some Artifact as a competitive outlet. Stream title's updated. I think it was already updated. I'll be streaming Artifact at 5 o'clock tonight. You can find my schedule on my website as always. So what do I want to do here? So there's kind of merit to attacking pre-combat here because I boarded out my Renegade Ralliers, didn't I? No, I guess there's not reason. So I'm just going to do this pre-combat now. My prediction for the December 6th competitive announcement is that they're going to be moving into having Arena be part of competitive Magic in a big way. At least that's what I hope, because if that's not their announcement, they're idiots. Honestly, even if Magic actually had bigger prize payouts than Artifact, which it doesn't, I would still be more interested in playing Artifact competitively than Magic, because paper competitive Magic has a lot of things that I don't care for in it. Arena being the future of competitive Magic would be nothing but good things for Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. Sure, Artifact has day one Linux and OS X support and full tournament client support from the get-go. You can even create your own tournaments. Like, people will be able to be Artifact tournament organizers. You'll just, like, be able to organize your own Artifact tournaments, regardless of who you are. You'll be able to just, like, pop one up in client, and the client will handle all the stuff of the tournament for you. How are we doing today, folks? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Modern on Magic Online. I play Standard on Magic Arena. We've started dipping into a little bit of Artifact like we've been talking about as well. If you enjoy my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are a big part of why I stream full-time here. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their very wonderful support. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my really awesome sponsors, mtgotraders.com. Love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards at you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Are you someone that thinks you always find the best line while playing Magic the Gathering? Why don't you put your skills to the test? Head on over to possibilitystorm.com and find over 80 Magic puzzles. They post new ones there every single week. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, you probably hear my shuffling deck here, which is protected by none other than my BCW Elite Guard sleeves. Using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on your orders of sleeves, deck box, and all sorts of other great accessories there with them. And that's impossible, Jeff. It's quality software. To be fair, Arena, what they have done in Arena is really good. I think Arena is a great piece of software that has exceeded my expectations that what I thought a piece of Magic software could ever do. That being said, compared to a lot of the stuff Artifact's going to have done from the get-go, Arena is very feature incomplete. So the features it has are excellent, and it's great software, and I enjoy playing Magic on it. But compared to what Artifact's going to have from day one, Arena's lacking a lot of features. On my thoughts about the game, yeah, once I have educated and informed thoughts about Artifact, I'll probably make a short video about it. But I've only spent 4 hours playing it. I wasn't one of Valve's chosen. I was not in their closed beta. So yesterday was the first time I'd played Artifact. Narset was great. We went 3-2. It was the best league we've ever had with the deck. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Artifact has a linear resource progression similar to Hearthstone, in that you have X amount of, you start with 3 mana on turn 1 and you gain 1 mana on each of your towers every turn. Yeah, Narset went 3-2. If you like the Narset Cannon deck at all, you definitely don't want to miss this league on YouTube. It's a very, very good league. Who's excited to die on turn 2? Turn 3, sorry, die on turn 3. Don't want to misspeak. The ban and restricted announcement on Monday might actually have some changes because they might unban things to promote UMA. So like UMA might have cards in it that they want to unban in Modern to make people buy the set. All right, 2 draws at a path. They printed Splinter Twin and then banned it. So I don't think it was printed in UMA, so you can't. It won't be banned as a good argument. Bring Thalia and Canonist in here. I always err on the side of caution when subscribers post nonsense. Subscribers get more rope to hang themselves with than non-subs. Y'all pay to be here, so. Well, I mean, this is the most playable of the hands we've had. The sub for paying the troll toll. Yep. Yeah, Captain. Actually, I think, if you look in the, if you look in the deck queue, we're actually going to test a green-black rock build that doesn't have any, Liliana the Veil in it soon. The YouTube comments have been surprisingly positive so far. It's been a bunch of people that have been awesome, letting me know that they only ever watch on YouTube and they appreciate being able to communicate with me. So it's probably going to be worth leaving it open and sorting through whatever filth gets through my auto filters just because of that. I think being able to interact with people in Twitch chat is a big part of why my content grew to what it did so quickly. So being able to interact with people on YouTube will probably help that grow as well. Knight of the Reliquary is basically never good. I think Knight of the Reliquary, along with Voice of Resurgence, are the 2 biggest traps in Modern. They're just these cards that people constantly put in their Magic decks that just aren't really Modern playable. They're like okay against a very small subset of decks, and like you play against those decks often enough that like you trick yourself into thinking these cards are good. I also am relaxed by shuffling, so enjoy. Gristle powered. We didn't play any Gristle Brands today. I have never seen people read cards more than when I'm playing this Defender's deck in Standard. That's great. Could I update the stream deck? Did I forget to do that? Probably forgot to do that. No? Maybe? I don't know. It's updated. It's updated now. The Narset Cannon deck 3-2 Genis. It was really good. It was the best league we've ever had with that archetype. Magic Online just doesn't want to pair. Doesn't want to pair us. Knows our deck is too good. Or maybe everybody stopped playing Modern and went and played Artifact in Arena. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Moto, do 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 do. The Stream Decker on mobile has a lot of issues updating. What's the best way to win at Magic the Gathering with your credit card? Get Lucky's a good second choice. Look at that, we got one. Artifact is an all-digital card game that's been designed by Richard Garfield, has been created by Valve. It's on Steam. It releases on November 29th, I believe, or 28th. And it will release natively on Windows, Linux, and OS X. And on it, it just went into its second stage of closed beta. Brattle, 6 months already. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Well, I mean, I get to put 7 power into play on turn 2, chat. I don't know how our opponent's incredibly fair Tron deck level keep up with that. What would you play instead of Knight of the Reliquary and Counters Company? I don't know, I haven't spent enough time playing that archetype. I think we played a build with, I think it was Spellqueller last time we played. Is this our last league? Depends on how long it takes. If this is done before 2 o'clock, I'll probably play Affinity today. The mono red Steam deck in Modern, I think, leaves a lot to be desired. I think there's something to be said about the blue-red Phoenix deck. I think that deck seems like it's powerful and has a lot of play to it. The tough thing about Arena or Magic Online is that I can't really control how long we play for because we get locked into a league or not. Yeah, classic robots. It's modern. Everything's a meme here. Hey, Myr Superion doesn't get killed by, oh, I should have gotten a Dryad Arbor. Punt. Man, what a huge dumpster punt. If I'd have gotten Dryad Arbor, I could have put this other Superion into play. What a just instant punishment. Lordy. We've played Affinity on stream before. 2 or 3 times. Would really like to draw one of our 2 main deck Ghost Quarters that have been making things awkward. Dear Ghost Quarter, show up when I need you. Please and thank you. Maybe if their payoff is Ugin. Wow. If their payoff is Ugin or Wormcoil, we win the game. I can almost beat an Ulamog if there's no follow-up afterwards. So we'd actually have them dead through Ulamog if I'd have fetched correctly. Yeah, Karns doesn't do it. Oblivion Stone does it. Ulamog delays us a turn. Wormcoil's not good enough. Sure. What's going on, Frinkser? Goodbye, friend. Bring in Stony and Teeg, cut these Eternal Witnesses that are slow. Seeing as a turn 2 Knight of the Reliquary, which tutors up the unbeatable Ghost Quarter. I don't know how our opponent's ever gonna stop gonna best a Ghost Quarter. So Tracker draws a lot of cards, which is ideal. What about Thalia? Maybe Thalia's okay. I'll probably bring in Thalia on the play. She's probably better than Tracker on the play. On the draw, she just doesn't do a whole lot. Demonic Tutor for a Tron killer. We're gonna go super wide here. We're gonna go Cobra into Rallier into Knight of the Reliquary next turn. So, you know, like we get to do like stuff and things. Like, if our Tron opponent is incredibly unlucky, I think PV actually described why people hate Tron the most, the best. He described it as, you know that game, those games where you're playing against Burn and you're just like, I just need to fade one Burn spell this turn and I can win the game. That's basically every turn against Tron. Every turn is just your butt cheeks clenched together, just like, please don't do one of the things you always do. Please don't do one of the things you always do. And then they do the thing that they always do, and you're like, yep, that's how Tron works. All right. I get to Ghost Quarter them the next 2 turns if they don't have anything here. You could probably even beat a Worm Coil at this point. 3-month hype. Thank you, Good Apollo. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed. Ooh, spin your tires. Spin your tires. Spin. Spin. Spin the tires. Spin the tires. Yeah, our health total basically doesn't matter here. They have Oblivion Stone. It's a little scary. That's incredibly good for us. All right, so let's do this. So this doesn't indicate which mana is made from creatures here, so I feel like I should hedge. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Do 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 do. I literally killed them next turn, actually, right? I activate a Knight and then I activate a Gavony Township. So they need to do a thing. They need to do a thing or they're dead. Play power plant, play Oblivion Stone, derp derp Tron, derp derp Tron, derp derp Tron. Wow, what a blowout. Nature has come for my Myr. Nature has come. God bless America, my country. 'Tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Give me a G. G. Give me a Q. Q. Ghost Quarter. BRB putting aside in Watsy's parking lot. God bless. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with getting wine working on OS X. On Linux, it's super easy. Just like 2 commands. You gonna hedge for ban Tron or please keep Stoneforge Mystic banned with your side? Asking the real questions. Okay. Welcome to Tron, chat. Their deck is 12 cantrips, 4 demonic, 8 demonic tutors. It's huge tracts of land. We're out of Ghost Quarters, chat. Maybe they don't have anything to do. Maybe they're all dressed up with nowhere to go. Holy crap, they passed the turn. Are they dead? All right, I'm not blocking, so it's not my job to figure it out. Your move, Yugi boy. Can I release my butt cheeks? You didn't have anything. Look at that. We're such a skilled magician. Our opponent did nothing and then they died, chat. We disrupted and it didn't matter and then they had nothing and they died. Clearly we won that game because of Ghost Quarter. Obviously Ghost Quarter is how we beat Tron. Obviously we can hail Ghost Quarter here as the reason we won that game. Obvs. I don't care that we won, please ban Tron. But Jeff, you just beat Tron. Tron's fine, Jeff. Why do you hate Tron, Jeff? So long, Tron. Hoagland proves undeniably Tron fair and balanced for Modern. Beats it with Temple Garden. To be fair, when has a deck that's good ever lost to a Temple Garden? It's the record. We're currently 2-1. We died to Infect. Tron's like an out-of-body experience. Just like everything's outside of your control. You just like kind of derp around with your cards and hope they're good enough. I would love to see Ancient Stirrings of Faithless Looting banned. The wizard deck is very good against Infect. Grimboy instead of Caster are absurd. You just can't keep this hand in Modern. Like, if my opponent's playing Hallowed Fountain or Jund, that hand is fine, but I just, like, can't keep it otherwise in good conscience. Oh, this hand doesn't do anything. Awkward. Yeah, it's the flashback. It's the flashback and the fact that, like, the downside of it isn't really a downside a lot of the time for people. I think Faithless Looting and Ancient Stirring should be banned for the same reason that Ponder and Preordain are banned. They create gameplay that's too repetitive while also enabling decks that are really obnoxious to be too consistent. How many more subs till we get more emotes? A lot. We need 170 sub points together. I don't expect to ever get another emote. In fact, the fact that we have 36 right now is kind of absurd. But Jeff, deck building restrictions. That's true. We do in fact look like a respectable streamer. That's like as many emotes as like Hearthstone streamers have. We're real kids here. So that's we're dead. I'm gonna move along. Try and make room for another one. This is probably an okay Skews matchup. We're just gonna have a lot of creatures bumping into each other and dying. I'll trim a couple Tireless Trackers for him. That was a creaky door. And again, like people talk about like every time you bring that up, I don't expect them to ban anything in Modern. I think if they were going to get rid of those cards in Modern, they would have done it a really long time ago. I think Faithless Looting and Ancient Stirrings are the brainstorm of Modern. I don't expect them to ever go anywhere. We just suck it up and we play through it. And someday we'll have a new non-rotating format, and then I'll get to pretend Modern is something else. I like non-rotating formats of Magic. I would prefer if there was one that was slightly less degenerate. All right, on to the next one. A little bit of awkwardness there from our Superion not being castable. Superion seems really tough against the Reflector Mage matchup. Along with a pair of slippers. I don't say yes or no to deck list without seeing deck list, generally speaking. So if you're interested in submitting something, submit it, and I'll let you know if it's okay or not. Also, the no-fly list doesn't mean I won't play it strictly. It just means that I won't play it for $10. So the no-fly list isn't these things won't happen. It's that they won't happen for normal amounts of money. Yay, Bogles! Yay, Magic! Woo! Interaction! Oh, do they not have a thing? Or are they playing Core Spirit Dancer? They don't have anything! Yay! Our opponent's gonna do nothing and die! That's the problem with a lot of these Rancid decks in Modern, is that, like, even when you beat them, a lot of the time, you're like, it's not interesting, right? Like, if I win this game, it's gonna be because my opponent doesn't do anything. And if I lose this game, it's going to be because I can't interact with them. Bogles basically has to keep any hand with a creature in it. Just like it has so few of them. Yeah, it's not that you won the game, it's that the opponent lost. It's a great way to phrase it. Suit him up, Buttercup. Well, that's a thing. All right. So I'm gonna leave the fetch land in my hand because I'd like to trigger Revolt before I cast this Collecting Company. So here's the thing. This is something I believe very firmly. Dark Depths and a lot of the things on the Modern ban list don't need to be there from a pure power level perspective. You are right that there's a lot of things in Modern that are way more degenerate than a lot of things that are on the Modern ban list. However, from a quality of gameplay perspective, there are a lot of things that should just stay there. Like, Dark Depths doesn't create interesting, engaging, interactive games of Magic the Gathering. Just, oops, you died. Have fun. Stream Decker doesn't really work on mobile. You can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. Because this deck is very bad against Infect. So I didn't feel like playing, so I conceded the match. Are there any good Edict effects in Modern? Not really. Liliana the Veil? Does Liliana the Veil count? Using Jund as well versus Bogles? They don't actually. They have main deck copies of Leyline of Sanctity that generally make Jund die. Did they forget Dryad Arbor was here? I think they forgot Dryad Arbor was here. Bogles player didn't know how Magic works, so we won the game. News at 11. Does Trophy help against Bogles? A little bit. Abusing Dryad Arbor. That's not strictly true, Quee, because Trophy kills Leyline, Indicate does not. I don't suppose you're going to the SCG Invitational, are you, Danon? I need to find a copy of the Pirates deck for that. Should probably figure that out soon. I've got an elf deck upstairs in a box that Isha sent me. Need to find a copy of Pirates to play for that event. Oh, you know what? I should have fetched here, so that way this could be a 4/4 to block. That being said, they're probably just gonna put Daybreak Coordinate on here and like crush me into the ground. The Invitational is in Roanoke, Virginia. We draw. Oh, we get a bunch of looks at a night here, right? So I get 7 shots at a night with the Collected Company. Night of Autumn, obviously. I just prefer the gameplay of Pirates to the control decks. Oh, I guess these two together with Knight actually gives me another shot, right? I haven't Captain Jack, but I think I want to stay close to the venue. In winter, I really don't want to mess with like snow and stuff, messing up my weekend. I appreciate the offer, though. Sorry, I forgot to message you back. All right, 6 more spins. Casual look at 13 cards for a 4-of and miss. What's the Harry's count at? It was at 93 this morning, I believe. 93. Hey, Mr. Elvish Piper, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine with that. That would be awesome, Danon. I'll drop you a DM with my mailing ID. Sure, there was some overlap in the last 13 potential, in the last 6 potentially. Good news, we have time to play Affinity. Five decks in a day is good for the clearing out the deck queue. Contract, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Gel or foam? I don't actually know which one I have. Harry's is US, Canada, and the UK. So not everywhere, but a little bit more than just the US. Not a Thalia on the play? I think I'm on a Thalia on the play. Sam, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. That's great. Howdy, Zach. Yeah, I think Pat's worth it for their Spirit Dancer. Maybe I'm supposed to leave that uncracked, so that way I could Knight plus company next turn potentially. But I also kind of just like want to get in my lick for 1 point of damage here. Like be as aggressive as possible. Sure. I think I'm gonna shoot that. Like having my Knights be big's like pretty important. My sequencing there is a little sloppy, but ultimately it just doesn't matter. Yep. I feel like anybody who thinks Pod's too good in Modern doesn't understand what's actually good in Modern. Like, people who think Pod's too good in Modern are probably people that are like playing Jund or Blue-White Control. And honestly, Blue-White Control would rather play against Birthing Pod than Collected Company. Birthing Pod's pretty easy to interact with from the control deck side of the table. You have a lot of good answers to it. Gaddock. They want to trade Spider Umbra for one of my 2/1s. I'm okay with that. Sure, but the rate at which Kiki Pod can combo is incredibly slow compared to the other degenerate things in Modern. And like, Pod's at least doing something interesting while it's degenerate. Alright, so never beating Daybreak Coronet. Story of the attacking deck's life. All right, do they not have a thing yet? Okay. Well, they are incredibly unlucky, which is good for us, you know? Whenever my opponent says good luck at the start of the match, I always just say thank you. I don't wish people good luck. I don't want them to be lucky. I'm an honest individual. I think the pre-game good luck is nonsense. Their deck's not doing anything, so we have a chance. What about at a lower level, like F&M? I don't play those types of events for a reason. Just not my cup of tea. Yeah, GLHF, Urza's Tower, go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I mean, they're going to 1, and this is dead. They have a path. They have like a Dromoka's command? Is this Dromoka's command? Obscure modern cards for the win. Yeah, when I played last night, Kent, all we played against were green decks. Alright, I've had enough. Let's have a moment of brutal honesty in our wrap-up. When you choose to register Temple Garden and Knight of the Reliquary, you deserve whatever you get in Modern.